tonight, Chris. The position has obviously changed over the last couple years. If you were playing now, do you think you'd be more of a 4 or a 5?
You know, Kevin, I think I'd be a 3. I played the 4 and 5 in the NBA when I played, and I think I'd be a 3. Right now, you get to shoot, you get to take guys out on the wing. Defensively, though, I'd have to make sure I call for some help because laterally, you got to be able to move out there with those guys. But I think definitely it'd be the 3, 4, and 5 the way the game has evolved.
And you can bring the ball up. I've seen you do it. I know you could do it in this game as well.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you have a lot more opportunity to do it in this game, and that's not a criticism. It's actually, I love the way the game is played now. It's a lot less hand-checking, more space, and when you play with guys like I did from the Peja Stojakovic's and all the great shooters, the Tracy Murrays, those guys, it's that much easier to play in space because the defense has to honor those guys, and if they space out, that means you may just have a wide-open lane to the basket.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. And there's J.J. Barea, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Here's Doncic. Basket counts.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Barea against Harden. It's up a 3. Harden missing again.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Barea, no good.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
That shot a little beyond his normal range.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, and now they're back in business.
Now, here's Barea. Outside, Porzingis. To the wing right side. 5 on the clock. Teardrop shot. Outside for Barea. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Drills the three-pointer. Doncic has got 5 now.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
They get it back. Capella with the bucket.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
Doncic outside. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Out to Porzingis. 3-pointer. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Houston's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. And the jam by Harden.
I mean, you have to really admire the skill set that Harden has. I mean, in just handling the ball, he's decimating the D with his number of moves.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Now Doncic takes a 3, traps in the tray. He's got 8. Harden outside. There's the 3, and another 3 for Houston.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Hardaway, no good. Houston's gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. Fires from the line, and he overshot that one, missing. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. To the left wing, Barea kicks to Doncic. Over McLemore. Rockets with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the dunk by Capella.
And he's terrific at finding the open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Doncic finds Hardaway. And the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better. Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner three.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And the dunk by Capella.
Leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing, how to finish these alley-oops.
And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's stolen by Barea. And the rejection by Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Barea with it. On the wing, Doncic. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Harden draws the double to the inside. Tucker, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
If he's got his hands on the ball within a few feet of the basket, Tucker has one thing on his mind. Dunk that.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. The Rockets making a switch here. House is checked in. On defense, the Rockets. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Oh, he's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Barea, the pass to Porzingis. And Capella sends it back.
And you can't throw weak stuff around Capella. He takes pride in sending shots back.
And it's Westbrook missing.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Houston making some changes. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Westbrook. And it's Austin Rivers in for James Harden. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's DeLon Wright in for J.J. Barea. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
Let's talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like that.
Jackson, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Now Rivers. Shot clock at 6. Over Porzingis. The Rockets again can't hit. Mavericks trail by 3. Down low. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And so Houston again turning it over. Tyson Chandler is checked in for the Rockets. And it's Wright with the ball for Dallas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And in his 5th year out of Utah, DeLon Wright, 6'5", great size, Chris, for the point guard position.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, and I like his game. Now, check it out. He's a solid defender. He can rebound the ball. He takes care of the ball, and you can win with guys like that.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, but it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division, but only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the 2nd round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to talk with Mike D'Antoni for just a minute. He knows one key will be slowing down the big Latvian, 7'3" Kristaps Porzingis, who possesses that unprecedented combination of size and ball skills. So they'll try to be physical and try to keep him bottled up as much as possible. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Gordon after Luka Doncic's bucket. Here is House. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's Gordon missing. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Rockets trail by 7. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Shooting 2.
A free throw drops for Rivers. While the NBA is entertainment, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. They don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. And the Rockets with possession here. The Mavericks making the shot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You see the quickness from Rivers right there. He's good at probing inside when he gets a chance. Well, I love what Austin Rivers did last year after he bounced around between the Wizards and Rockets. I mean, he came in and he was focused. He was traded by Washington to the Suns and then bought out and ended up in a great situation in Houston.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
A free throw drops for Rivers. And for Rivers, after being let loose by Phoenix, still productive and very motivated when he joined the Rockets.
Rivers said that even though he understood the buyout, he hated the idea of being released. I mean, it reinvigorated his game, and he had one of the best seasons to date.
For Dallas, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
That's good from Jackson. 1:25 left to play in the first. Gordon deciding where to go with it. The Rockets again can't hit. Mavericks leading by 7. Inside, and the dunk by Jackson.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Right against Rivers. To the paint. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
Here is House. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Chandler. Clock at 6. Here is House. Guarded by Jackson. The shot by House is no good. Dallas shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. And it's Wright missing. Here is House. No good again that time. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, GA, great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
On the floor for Dallas, White and Doncic are the backcourt pair. And there's Jackson, and it's Kleba in at the 4 spot. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And here's Cephalosha. He brings it up for the Rockets. They trail by 11. Rivers kicks to Gordon. Here's Chandler. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Right, the pass to Brunson. Back to Wright. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Bangs home the trifecta. Kleba's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Cauley Stein over to help. Here is House. Cauley Stein defending. And it's Gordon missing. Dallas leading by 12. Brunson kicks to Wright. Picked him clean. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
If they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Oh, and when Cauley Stein is cutting to the hoop after the screen, his teammates are doing their best to get him to rock. He is so good at finishing as the roller after the pick.
Now here's Gordon. No points in the game yet for him. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Here's Wright, following the score by Houston. High, arcing shot, and Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Now here's Rivers. 5 points in the game. Back to Gordon. Pass to Chandler. Kicks it to House. 2 on the clock. Rivers. And there's the call on Chandler. That's foul number 2 for him. Houston making some changes. Russell Westbrook comes in for Eric Gordon. And James Harden has subbed in for Austin Rivers. And Dallas with a change here too. Finney Smith's checked in. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Wright. That shot is off. Nice D from Chandler. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. It's deflected. Now here's Jackson. He has 5. Rockets with the rebound.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And here's Harden. And there's the pass to Cephalosha. The lead now in single digits. Cephalosha's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Dallas moving it around. Pass to Wright. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring.
Now, that's what I'm talking about right there. Right there.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. Superb athlete.
Brunson scanning the floor. Out to the wing. Westbrook against Wright. Unable to get that one. The Rockets go the other way with it. Cephalosha passes to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and Harden is just ferocious with his dunk, just ramming it in the defense's face.
Wright outside. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Cephalosha against Jackson. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. Rockets trail by 8. Westbrook with it. He's got 8. Chandler trying to free himself up. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Houston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Cephalosha. That's 10 points for Russell Westbrook. Dallas calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So for the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Chandler. P.J. Tucker comes in for Danuel House. And McLemore subbed in for Thabo Cephalosha. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Hardaway comes in for Justin Jackson. Seth Curry, he's checked in for DeLon Wright. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Pass to Barea. Back to Hardaway. This one for 3. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Rockets trail by 9. For 3, Westbrook. Rebounded by Hardaway.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter. It hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Double team on Westbrook. And Tucker has it in the corner. Off target from 3-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
For Houston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. The pass to McLemore. Pass to Tucker. Back to McLemore. That one's off. Still out of sync. Mavericks leading by 14. Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And really for a good portion last season, Tim Hardaway acted as the main source of points for the Knicks. it ends up more of a volume score, a role that he's going to have to develop.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Double team on Westbrook. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
So it's the Rockets now. Lob pass to Capella. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic outside. Hardaway with a wide open look. Another three for Dallas. And for Hardaway, he was putting up points last season, but the percentages, Greg, were down across the board.
And I think what we found out about him is that he's probably not best suited to be your primary scorer. Very capable of getting buckets, but you don't want him putting up more than 15, 18 shots a game for you. And he's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Now here's Barea, guarded by Tucker. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. McLemore with the ball.
When you put everything into your defense like Tucker does, good things happen. Like easy points off of a terrific steal.
Here's Porzingis, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Sign him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
Yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating a whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that the life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league and it's a copycat game, and so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you could say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college off of 1 year.
I would agree. And he makes the first. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
All free throws good from Doncic.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the first quarter. Now he's got 1 in the second.
To the inside. It's stolen by Capella. Now here's McLemore. Tight defense on him. And the dunk by Doncic.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Harden inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Westbrook double team. Here's Tucker. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign, never an easy road to start him.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Gordon against Doncic. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Barea against Harden. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Cap.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 30 points and 1 assist. Definitely no fluke for him as he just turned in an outstanding game in their last outing, and now tonight he's rolling again. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
And we're seeing there's a certain it factor for Luka Doncic. His supreme confidence in himself, the terrific floor leader, he's turned a lot of people into believers in a very short time.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Harden out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's McLemore in at the small forward. Porzingis against Capella. Pass to Barea. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. Clock is at 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Over Doncic. Westbrook, no good. And so it's Barea with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
The Mavericks have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Porzingis. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis. And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran in. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
2 shots. Max on the first.
The first one falls. Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot off.
Come on, Kev, it's just sick. His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
Here's Porzingis, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Capella. And the second free throw, good. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Another miss by Houston.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Shoots from the elbow, and he gets the jumper to drop. Westbrook's got 15.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And the dunk by Doncic.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Doncic against Westbrook takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. 17 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Almost, but it rolls out. Dallas has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Tucker dishes to Harden. Back to Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game.
Even though he lacks some size, Tucker's strength makes up for it. He competes inside.
Barea looking over the floor. Doncic against Westbrook. 6 to shoot. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Rockets now. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Hardaway, drains the 19-footer. Hardaway has got 10.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Here's Harden. Porzingis with the block, and he gets it back. Chandler kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Harden. There's the triple, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
Oh, and that catch and shoot, Jay, from Harden is unblockable. Just quickly shooting off the pass.
And the pass to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith, and Dallas again with the bucket.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Houston. Daniel House comes in for McLemore. Dallas also making some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea. Houston moving it around. House kicks to Harden. For 3. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Mavericks leading by 23. Over to the left wing. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Cauley-Stein. Right side, Porzingis. Passes to Finney-Smith. Over Sefolosha. No good off the back of the rim. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. From the stripe, he squares up and sinks it. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Brunson, the bounce pass. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 19 points for Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Harden, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
No problems knocking that one down. Cephalosha's got 5 points now this quarter.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Now here's Brunson, guarded by Harden. Brunson kicks to Cauley-Stein. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Westbrook passes to House. Pass to Tucker. Westbrook up top. The fadeaway. Mavericks with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Here's Brunson. Rebounded by Cephalosha.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Clearly a foul.
The Rockets have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. Houston making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Gordon subbed in for Thabo Cephalosha. And Dallas with a change here, too. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. He hits the second from the line. Mavericks leading by 21. Now Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Doncic steps back and drains the jump shot.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Outside Gordon. Here's the teardrop. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley-Stein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Doncic, no good on the free throw. Houston's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Dallas has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backboard.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And Gordon over to help. Kleber with the bucket. Kleber's got 5.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Right, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Capella. He's got 6. The pass to Harden. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Harden against Wright. And Gordon over to help. Wright, the pass to Kleba. Wide open look here for Cauley Stein. The shot, no good.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
A floater. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Harden the pass to House. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Eric Gordon on the wing. For 3, Westbrook. He can't hit that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Cauley Stein kicks to Kleba. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Curry's checked in. The 3 from Harden. But they get it back. Outside Gordon. Inside. And Harden with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Trains the three-pointer. Harden's got 13 points now in the quarter.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Curry passes to Wright. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Over Gordon. Curry can't get it to go. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. House dishes to Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
First free throw is good. But Chris, as we know, the season began a year ago for Eric Gordon with some poor shooting numbers. Then, halfway through, he blossomed.
Yeah, Kevin, and as you know, he kept focusing all year. He just kept shooting it. And he got better and better and better. His confidence wasn't shaken by it. He still took a ton of threes, and then down the stretch, they started dropping. And you know what he did when that started happening? Drive into the hole because the defense had to respect his shot.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Here is House. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 8th assist in the game. Mavericks leading by 23. Pass to Barea. Gordon against Curry. Kleba kicks to Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. To the middle, here's House, and he comes up with the deuce.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
And Harden's showing great strides of improvement on D, really doing his best to bother shooters.
And so it's Dallas with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Curry is out there with J.J. Barea, and it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Oh, and McLemore's a total genius when it comes to tricking the D. So good at how he goes up into the contact on his shot.
And he knocks down the first one.
The former Jayhawk McLemore, a gifted scorer who can really light it up in a hurry.
And McLemore drops them both. The Mavericks leading by 19. In the corner, Hardaway with it. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Harden against Porzingis. And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That is his first foul of the game. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Harden outside. Harden draws the double, hit his leg, and the ref saying he kicked it. Puts it up off the inbound, and he lays it up and in. Harden's got 24.
And Harden loves getting contact on his shots, showing off his true muscle and level of concentration.
Barea kicks to Finney-Smith. Curry on the wing, guarded by Harden. Dallas no good that time either. Rockets trail by 17. Right side, Gordon. Passes it to House from outside the arc, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Harden the pass to House, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Outside Gordon. Pass to McLemore. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he did.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. P.J. Tucker comes in for Daniel House. And it's Rivers in for Gordon. And Harden with the stuff.
Ferocious player on the offensive end. Harden is fantastic at staying aggressive, actively looking for a shot.
Barea, the pass to Hardaway. Back to Barea. Here's Porzingis, guarded by Harden. Poked loose, stolen by Rivers. One-on-one here. Lets it fly. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Harden.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Porzingis, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Rockets on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. Porzingis with the block. And they get it back. And he's able to get it back. And it's Capella missing. Pulls up. And Barea with the basket on the assist by Curry. And the Mavericks lead by 15. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Capella finds Tucker. Now Rivers, guarded by Curry. Lob pass to Capella. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Tucker, the pass to Rivers. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And credit the focus. Rivers, he could have given in to the defense, but he stuck through it.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
Down low. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Harden inside the 3-point line with the putback. It's good on the putback.
Now there's the grit we've come to expect from Tucker. Getting into position for the rebound and getting some points out of it.
Barea, the pass to Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. And the dunk by Doncic.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Now, here's McLemore. Back to Capella. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Hardaway. From deep. The shot No good. Rockets trail by 14. And here's Tucker. Rivers trying to get open. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 19 rebounds.
And the massive wingspan of Capella, I mean, excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
And the Rockets making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thanks so much, David.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Hardaway finds Barea. And he converts the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
To the middle, there's McLemore. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. All free throws good from Doncic.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Westbrook with it. The offensive rebound.
And wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's Doncic. Finney-Smith. And Westbrook pulls it down. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the first one drops. and he can't hit the second. Dallas leading by 13. Here's Barea. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Barea's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
And Tucker kicks to McLemore. Back to Tucker. Harden outside. On the three off target. And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. There's the double team with Westbrook. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Now Westbrook. Trying his luck from deep. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 13 with that last one.
He hasn't had anywhere near the same touch he had in the first half. 0 3-pointers in this half compared to 3 in the first.
Rockets trail by 17. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. Porzingis has got 15 points in just the second half.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
There's the pass to McLemore. Pass to Capella. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis.
You got to push Capella out of the paint. When you don't, you almost have to foul him.
That free throw, no good.
With a 6'10" center from Switzerland. I mean, Capella, he's become a nightly double-double threat. He's a strong big man.
And he sinks the second. Here is Barea. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
Rockets trail by 18. Here's Westbrook. Misses off the right iron. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And it's now 22 points for Russell Westbrook. Barea against Harden. Now here's Barea, guarded closer. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his 5th foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
1:41 left in the 4th quarter. Bounce pass Barea. Here's Doncic. And that one hits back iron. Rockets trail by 18. Now here's Westbrook. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 15 here tonight.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Mavericks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
A nice shot by Barea.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Dallas with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Passes it to Finney Smith. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Hardaway gets it to go.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this one.
And the dunk by Capella.
Kevin, Capella has a nice array of moves and shots to choose from.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.